Wix dropshipping tutorial, how to start dropshipping on Wix. In this video, we're going to be talking about Wix and how you can use this incredible website creator to help you start your dropshipping and e-commerce business in 2024. Now, this video is going to be very detailed and descriptive, so please do make sure to fully watch it till the end so you can get the full idea on how Wix works and how you can use it to your benefit when you are creating your very own e-commerce store. Okay, so to start things off, what we are going to do is we're going to come over to wix.com, and once we're in wix.com, we're going to come over to get started. Now, the features that come with wix.com and its different capabilities help us a lot when it comes to any e-commerce venture, and especially dropshipping, because for dropshipping you have many applications that you can add for yourself. Okay, so what we do is we're going to add our email. Then what you're going to do is you're going to confirm the email. Okay, so once we have confirmed our email, just like so, what we're going to do is we're going to enter a password. And once we enter our password, what we shall do from there is we're going to go to sign up. Now, as we click on sign up, it's going to take us to the onboarding process that Wix has. It will take us to the proper intro, give us the free website builder, etc. So it says, who are you creating a website for? So it could be for yourself or your business or friends. So I'm going to go with that and click on continue. Then once you click on that, again, it's going to bring you to this place. Now it says, bring your ideas to life with AI. So you can either start a chat or set up without chat. So that depends on you. I'm going to go to set up without chat. Now, once you go over with that, it says, what type of website do you actually want to create? So you can create an online store, you can create an online clothes store, it could be an online drum store, whatever you want, it's all accessible. So I'm going to go with an online store, obviously, but if you want to get into more details, you could just go with the, let's say, an online model store, you could go with a vinyl store, let's just go with a clothes store, okay? Let's stay simple and click on continue. Now, once you go ahead with that, what happens from there is it starts preparing your dashboard. So it doesn't take a lot of time to load in. So we're simply going to wait for that. So here comes the loading into my dashboard. Now, once the loading scheme is done, brings you here where it says welcome to your dashboard. So first of all, you're going to enter your store name. So I'm going to call it John's Retail Biz. Okay, that is what we're going to be calling it. Now, once you do that, here, you're going to click on continue. And once you click on continue here, it says, do you already have an online store? This will help us customize your site based on your store's needs. So I'm going to go with, no, I'm just starting out, and click on continue once again. Now it says, what kind of products are you selling? So we're going to go with drop shipping products, products which you source and sell shipped by a third party. We're going to click on continue again. Now it says, how are you offering your products? This will basically let you manage all your sales channels in one place. I'm going to go with online store, click on continue once again, and here it says you're all set. Head over to the dashboard to finish setting up your final site. Okay, so once we go ahead and apply with that, here it brings us into loading our dashboard where it says welcome to your dashboard. So first of all, you have all these things like connecting a domain, set up payment methods, add your first product, set up shipping and delivery, design your website, get found by customers on Google. Okay, so for better measure, what I'm going to do is I'm going to first of all set these things up. Then we're going to get into the dropshipping bit where we're going to manage our products, design our store accordingly, and set up all the other things later. Okay, so to start things off, first of all, you're going to connect a domain. Now, when it comes to domain connection, Wix will provide you with a free domain. Okay, it's a free domain that Wix provides itself, and you can find it in here in home. So if we come to home, up here on the top, Wix will give you a free domain. Now, right now, we haven't connected any domain yet because we haven't even designed our website. Neither do we have a business email, but you can connect these both by yourself. And Wix also gives you the allowance to either connect your own domain or buy one off of Wix, okay? So those are the steps that you could go ahead with by simply going to home and connecting your domain. Then moving on comes up the setting up payment methods. Now, if we go and set up payments, we have few payment methods. Now, there could be Stripe, there could be PayPal, okay? But if your region is not compatible with it, like let's say my region or my business location is in Pakistan, and my country does not allow any other payments. So you can simply go to manual payments and set up a payment for yourself. Okay, but if you want to go ahead and get proper payment methods, you can simply go to, let's say, United States. I'm going to go ahead and choose that. And now you're going to see our payment methods are going to change. So now we have accepting debit cards or credit cards, we have PayPal and manual payments. And the best way I'd say is just coming to debit and credit cards. So what we're going to do is we're simply going to say no to that, accept and continue. And now you can set up any provider. So credit, debit cards, Apple Pay, Google Pay, Afterpay, Affirm, Tap to Pay, and Wix Point of Sale. So simply connect your card through this, give them your card and bank details, make sure to do proper connection. And once the connection is done and good to go, what you can do from there is you're going to come back to setup. And here is where they're going to tell you to add in your first product. Now, this is where it gets interesting because adding your first product is a lot of work, okay? Because you have to add your first product, you're going to set it up, you're going to add in its SKU, etc., all the whatnots. But when it comes to dropshipping, you don't have to do anything. You just have to go to the dropshipping manufacturer provider and get the products off from there. And when you get the products from those providers, that is when the SKU and everything comes in, all the details, designs of the product, everything gets adjusted into your store. So what we're going to do for that is we're going to go to apps. And once we go to apps, we're going to come over to app market. Now in the app market, what you're going to do is you're going to search up the drop shipping apps. Okay. So there's tons of apps that are really good for drop shipping, and not only on Wix, but just generally. So there's apps like Deezers, there's apps like CJ Dropshipping. So what you can do is I'm going to go on search for tools, and I'm going to go ahead and load in dropshipping. Now, once you load up dropshipping, what you can do is simply search this up. And once you search this up, it's going to load in the app market properly. Okay, it's going to load it up properly, and according to your adjusted settings, it's going to give you the proper look for your store. Now, this is what your app market will look like. So in the app market, what you're going to do is you're going to search up the drop shipping apps. Okay. So once we write drop shipping, as you can see, it brings us here. Now, there are tons and tons of different drop shippings provided on Wix, like Sub Drop Shipping, App Scenic, Drop Commerce, Importify, Spocket, AutoDS, Deezers, CJ. Now, I told you the best I think would either be Deezers or CJ. Okay. But mostly people do use Deezers even on Wix. You can go with Modalist or Spocket, but Modalist or Spocket are paid applications, so I wouldn't exactly recommend them because you can design and create your custom products to sell online. But I'm going to go with Deezers because Deezers is widely used and it's easily accessible as well. It doesn't take you through with the, work of all the different, product development and all. You just simply search up the product that you want, and it's going to give you the product. And from there on out, all you have to do is just import it to your store, and you're pretty much good to go. So what you're going to do is obviously once you search up Deezers, you're going to go onto the Deezers app marketplace, and here we have Deezers, right? So what we're going to do over here is you're going to add this to site. Now, before adding this to site, you do need to go to your Deezers or your Wix stores editor and save the app directly into your site. So for that, what you're going to want to do is you're going to come here to the website editor. So there's two options here. You can either generate a design with AI or you can customize it with a template. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pick a template up for myself. Now, once you pick up a template, it brings us here to the different stores that we have been provided with. So I'm going to go with a collection wear clothing store. So let's say we have this clothing store, right? I'm going to click on edit. And once we click on edit, it starts loading us into the actual Wix store editor. So you're simply going to wait for it to load it. Now, it doesn't take a lot of time, so we're just going to wait for a few seconds. Now, the fun part about Wix's very own editor is that it actually gives us pretty, you could say, fun and developmental features that come in the editor, because the elements that you work with and the sections that you get to add is pretty incredible in my opinion, and you do get a lot to learn when you're editing on Wix. So we're simply going to wait for this to load in. As you can see, it prepares our site and it loads our pages carefully. So we're simply going to wait for the pages to load in, and once the pages load in, I'm going to show you how you're going to add the Deezer's marketplace straight into your Wix application. Now, once everything has loaded up, this is what your page is going to look like. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and back out of this. And from here, it goes ahead and starts, creating different widgets for your site. So you're simply going to wait for that to load in as well. It shouldn't take a lot of time. Okay. So once this is done, what you can do from here is you are going to go over to the apps section. Okay, so for that, I'm going to go ahead and click on Add Apps. And once you click on Add Apps, it's going to open up the Wix App Market. All right. Now, once you open up the App Market, what you're going to want to do over here is you are going to get into the editorial sequences. So we're going to click on Search Apps. Once you click on Search Apps over here, you're going to go ahead and write Deezer's. Okay, so once you have that, go ahead and click on it once again. Make sure to save your website, okay, because without saving, you will not be able to add any application. So save your website, and once all of that is done, simply search up Deezer's once again. And once Deezer's has popped up onto your store, what you're going to want to do from there on out is you're simply going to go ahead and click on the add to site option that the people at Wix have given you. Okay, so as you can see, this is how easy it is to just connect to a dropshipping provider. So once you've connected to it, the steps from there are even easier. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is simply wait for this to load in. And once this has loaded in perfectly for you, what you can do is download it. Now, once your app has appeared, you're simply going to click on Add to Site. And as you can see, it starts loading in the extension just like this. So you're simply going to wait for this extension to load us in. And as you can see, it allows you to agree and add your Deezers to your Wix. Now, once you have agreed to the terms, what happens here is that they start connecting the things individually. And once all the things are done, do know this, that when you're authorizing and agreeing to Deezer's connecting to your Wix, you are letting Deezer's manage all the items that are contained in your Wix. So, keeping all of those things in mind, just go ahead and do all of this. Then, moving on, here it's going to come to the Deezer's account creation. Now, this is also a place where we're going to want to get into the creation bit. So, what you're going to do is you're going to click on create an account for you. Don't go with register yourself because that will take a little time. Okay, so just come to create an account for you, and once you click on create an account for, you're going to wait your way for the application to come up. And now that the application is over here, we are going to go to the free plan because we don't need the advanced plan when it comes to beginning with dropshipping. Now, once you're over here, as you can see, it has loaded in. Now, once this has loaded in, we have our Deezer's all set it up. Now, what you can do from here is you can actually connect it directly to your Wix, which it probably is connected at this point because it used our Wix's mail. So what you're going to do from here is you're going to come to find suppliers, okay? And once you come to find suppliers, you're going to get different types of products over here, okay? So different products of different categories, all from AliExpress, and most of them are going to be off of AliExpress. So let's say I want products like this one, and I want this, and let's go with this brand pullover as well. Now, once you've bulk chosen these, you're going to click on Add to Import List, okay? And once you click on Add to Import List, you're going to click on Confirm. So after doing that, it says products are imported. So what you're going to do is you're going to go over to your import list over here on the left-hand side. Now, once you come to the import list, what you're going to want to do over here is simply wait for things to load in. As you can see, it keeps loading up, and now it's over here. So once your products are over here, what you can do is you're gonna go ahead and hold these three, And now you're going to click on push to store. And once you click on push to store, here you have preferences and all. So I'm going to go ahead, click on push to store once again. And once we click on push to store once again, this will send the products that I have chosen to my Wix store. All right. And now we can see that these products have been pushed into my store pretty easily. And, just to confirm, you're simply going to push the store once again because sometimes it might cause issues when you're pushing these products into your store. Okay, so now that you've pushed these products into your store, basically now you have drop shipped products straight into your Wix website. Okay, and now that you have it in your Wix website, you can simply go ahead and open it really easily just by clicking on open. And what that does is it brings you to this section, which is going to be basically a new extensive website page that takes you to Deezer's. Okay, so now that we've pushed everything to our store, you're going to come over here. And now that you're over here, you can go ahead and access your basic, you could say, product section. All right. So here are the products that we have. Now, if you want your products to be added to this, what you're going to do is you're going to click on Manage Products. And once you click on Manage Products, let me show you what you see. Now, the product section can appear over here when you are in your main Wix dashboard. And also do know this, that when you're importing a product, the actual character level in that product needs to be 80 or less, or Deezer's will not push it to Wix. Because as you can see, Wix has a demand. So it says, click here for edit now. So once you open up the actual product editor, it gives you the variants, it gives you the description. So it says the title has to be 80 characters or less. So I'm going to keep it at this much, and now we're going to click on save because you can always edit the title later on however you want it to be. So I'm going to simply go ahead and save it from my product list. And once you have saved it from your product list, from here, you can go ahead and push it to your store. Now, it will give you quite a lot of errors like this, but whatever error it gives you, just fix it up. And from there on out, just go to push to stores. And once you go to push to stores, you can simply go ahead and, fix it errors. And again, it says the description is too long. So just make sure that any issue that Wix has, you're going to clear it out. This is the one issue with Wix because, the difference in Wix and all the other drop shipping e-commerce providers is that Wix does do a lot of issues when it comes to drop shipping your products. Like, let's say right now it says the description is too long. The description needs to be shorter. So generally, it shouldn't really say that, but in this case, it is. So you're going to make sure that the description is shorter than, what it actually prefers it to be. So you can go ahead and remove the description. Once you do that, again, you can try it out and push it to your store. So save the products, push to store, and you can just try it out once again. And if it gives in any issues, you can go ahead and fix it. But this time, as you can see, it is not giving any issues. And now when it loads up to 100%, there you can see the product is now imported. You can also import reviews for this product using Luke's, and that is, a side quest if you want to do that. But I'm simply going to come over here. And now if you go over into your catalog, and go into your stored products, this is where we are going to find the dropship products. And when you find the dropship products from there, what you can do is you can easily add it to your store, and here we go. So this is my dropship product into my store. And just like this, you can import as many products as you want, but just checking out their title and description, make sure that they're not as long as Wix wants it to be, because that could cause you an issue. But yeah, once you've done that, here you can see the product is standing right in front of you in your store. And from here on out, what you can do is you can set things out in the Wix website editor and portray this product in front of your audiences. So to do that, again, all you're going to need to simply do is you're going to come over to the setup section. Okay. So for that, you're going to go over to your site. Okay. and you can either get into the designing or you can come to home. And once you come to home, over here, it's going to give you the design site option. So you can simply go over to the design site option and simply, work out with it in the easiest way. So here in welcome to your dashboard, here you're going to come to design site. Again, we have our template and, our design chosen already. And I've saved most of the website as well. I just need to set my, dropship products right in front of where I want them to be. And that should pretty much, help me setting things up pretty easily and pretty simply. All right. Now, we're simply going to wait for the Wix dashboard to load in. It shouldn't take a lot of time now. So once things are loaded in, let me show you how you can portray your very own dropship products in front of your store. Now over here, once your Wix editor and designer has opened up, you're going to scroll down. And once we are over here, you're going to go over to manage products. And once you go over to manage products, this is going to open up your product section where you can easily add any product that you want into your space. So we're going to wait for the product section to open up and load us in. And while this happens, you can also on the go, import as many products as you want, as I said, on the go. So just find as many products as you can, and obviously go ahead and take in products according to your niche. So, find the perfect niche that is going in, the online stores or e-commerce stores nowadays, and you're going to want to make sure to work with them, accurately and correctly. So, we're going to go ahead to our manage categories section. And once we go to the manage products, we are going to simply go ahead, add our dropshipped products into our main central, and you can manage them differently because what Wix does is it gives us these stock template products to, show on our store. So I'm going to remove those. So we're going to go to select all. Okay, and then I'm going to deselect this, go to more actions, delete all the other products. Okay, and once we have deleted all the other products, now we're going to back out of the manage categories or manage products section. And once you come over here, you're simply going to wait for your page to, save properly or your page to load up properly. And once you've done that, that will basically save the new product management catalog you have. So that will basically appear for you in your page pretty easily. And now, as you can see, it says it doesn't have any products to show. So it's simply going to load the dropship product in, and you should be good to go from there. So that is how you are going to dropship using any dropship provider from Wix. Okay. And obviously, Deezers is just my opinion. Deezers is something I feel works well, but you don't necessarily have to use Deezers. You can use any other products out there. That is totally your choice. Now, moving on, if I talk more about Wix's website editor, you can actually edit this website accordingly for a proper dropshipping store by simply going overhead to this left-hand side where you have add elements, we have add section, we have pages and menu. So let's say I'm going to go into add elements, right? And once you go over to add elements, what you can do over here is we are going to come down to our contact and forms. And once you come over to contacts and forms, you're simply going to open up any form that you have. So let's say I'm going to come to this one. We're going to scroll down, okay? And once you scroll down, you're going to go to any of these pages, okay? Any of these sections that you think will fit your design in well. And once you find the proper section to fit the design in, I'm going to add it right here, okay? So once you've added your element into your design, what you can do from here is we're going to add your necessary forms. It's going to load things in. Doesn't take a lot of time. Wix Forms is basically an application. Okay, without that application, you will not be able to add forms. So simply wait for that. And once you are done, that pretty much sets you up to go. Okay, so as we have loaded in over here, you can, secure different payments for yourself. And using forms is a good part in a dropshipping store because you can easily gain leads and easily gain visitors using forms. Okay. And obviously in the top of the form, you can write something like, let us know what you would want next, etc., etc. Something like that. So I'm going to bring it up here. Okay. And once we come over here, I'm going to drop it down. And this is generally what your contact form is going to look like. But yeah, once you are done with all of this, you're simply going to go over to publish. And once you go over to publish, we are going to save these elements. Okay. So once we have saved all these elements and we've published our page, basically that is how we're going to portray our dropshipped products from Deezers to Wix, or from Spocket, from CJ Dropshipping, from AutoDS, any of these dropshipping products or applications, you're going to use them. Import your products from those dropshipping applications into your Wix. And once you have imported those, you're pretty much set to go. Okay. So yeah, that's the general idea of how you are going to be doing dropshipping on Wix. Now, one thing I would like to discuss is if you want your dropshipping ventures to be, good and, go well, I would always suggest going to the marketing section of Wix. So this section you see over here, this is the marketing section. And I would definitely urge you to check these out because, first of all, this is good for your website and SEO. You can create your logo and brandings differently. Okay. And if we come over to SEO, this is basically search engine optimization. And whatever dropshipping website you create, you're going to make sure that the SEO for that website is good, because search engine optimization, truly helps you get a good website and good products. Okay. So, get the proper integrity of these things for yourself. Then once you are done with this, you can also go over ahead to more parts of it, like customer and leads, where you can create contacts. You can create more forms and submission for people to check things out in your, repertoire. And you have things like loyalty program and a referral program as well that you can set up with your drop shipping. And then finally in marketing, you have marketing home, things like Google ads, Facebook and Insta ads, email marketing, and whatnot. So these are all the things you're going to want. Now, again, in SEO, you can start an SEO checkup list and you can actually see the issues that you have in your SEO. And, the better the SEO, the higher your keyword count is going to be. And the higher your keyword count is, the better, the work ethic for all of it is going to be. So, these are things to keep in mind when you are basically using softwares like these for yourself. And generally, this helps you a lot with the tools and settings you have, with different Google Search consoles you get, and a whole lot more. So yeah, pretty straightforward and you could say pretty easy stuff to get your head around. So yeah, once you are done with all of this, that basically sets you up. So if I were to give you a whole recap, simply create a Wix account. Once you've created a Wix account, go over to the apps section. And in the apps section, you're going to move straight over to the apps market. And in the apps market, what you can do is you can easily go ahead and search in any dropshipping app. And once you've searched your dropshipping app, maybe Deezers, CJ, AutoDS, whatever you want, you can search that up. What you're going to do from there is simply import your products from your dropshipping app to your Wix catalog, and you can spot those things right here in the catalog section where you can see your stored products. And once you have found those things for yourself, design your site, set up your store well, and that is basically about all there is when it comes to starting your dropshipping ventures on Wix in the easiest and most simplest way. So yeah, that's all there is to this video. Thank you for watching all the way till the end. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please do make sure to drop down a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, let me know down in the comments below and I'll be making a whole lot more for you. And if there is anything that you did not understand, also do let me know down in the comments so I can help you out with it. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is for this video. Thank you for watching all the way till the end, and I'll see all of you next time. Have a great day. Goodbye.